Hello and welcome to Homestand NFL. I'm your host, Sarah Stead, with Justin Pooney. We are also missing Jelani Goodridge for the second day in a row.
He's in New York. Let him enjoy his time in New York. Fine.
It's fine.
Jelani, don't worry about it. I'm holding down the homestand for the J unit.
Yeah.
I'm holding
So Jelani
down.
will be back next week. But as of now, we're going to talk about Davante Adams, who wants to be kept in the loop about the Raiders' quarterback decision. He said Wednesday that he wants to return to the Las Vegas Raiders next season, despite impending departure of his good friend Derek Carr and an underwhelming season by the team. So what is your thoughts on this?
I mean, they gave up so much to get him last offseason. They should probably keep him in the loop. And it's very interesting. It's kind of like, for example, say me and you, we had a team, a squad, right? Actually, let's use it in homestand terms, okay? Say, for example, right, you're a free agent, but me and you are really good friends. Actually really good friends, not just a fake thing on camera, right?
Hey!
I'm kidding. But say I recruit you to come to join me and Jelani on our team on Homestand NFL. But then I start sucking, which will never happen, right? But I start sucking, and the team want to get rid of me, and you came to join the team because of me. That's the situation with the Raiders right now. And I feel for Derek Carr because I think he's getting done dirty right now. I think Derek Carr's had to deal with so many coaching changes, a mess the Raiders have been for almost a decade that he's been there, and this is his best friend in football. They set out to do this together, and it hasn't gone well, right? But it's a team game. And I think Davante Adams should be kept in the loop because he is still one of the best receivers in football, if not the best. He had a great game with Jared Stidham throwing him the ball, right? So I think they should keep him in the loop. It seems that it's Derek Carr's time in Las Vegas is done. I think he's probably going to go to New York or something like that. But definitely I think Davante Adams should be kept in the loop because he warrants that because he's such a great player.
I want to know your thoughts just in general too about the Raiders this season. It's one of those teams that kind of disappointed.
Yeah, I mean, if you look back at the footage and stuff like that, and we've talked with the Raiders a lot. I know Jelani thinks Josh McDaniels is a major fraud. I actually had the Raiders finishing third in the division, which they will, so I got that right. But they didn't make the playoffs, which I thought they would make the playoffs. And they just can't. The thing with the Raiders is this. They've had so many leads, right, that they've blown. They've shown flashes of, hey, this team is actually good. But their defense, and they've never got their defense fixed. And that's the reason why they keep on losing these games, because they have these massive leads and they can never sustain them. And I think in football or any sport for that matter of fact, if you cannot hold a lead, you have no chance of winning. And that's fact.
All right, let's talk about the NFC. So
Big weekend.
What are the 7 seed clinching scenarios? I mean, there's like the Seahawks are here. We've got the Lions. I want to know.
So, I'll break it down for you. Okay. Everybody at home, this is how the NFC playoff picture is going to look. So right now, the Seahawks, my Seattle Seahawks, are in the 7th seed right now at 8-8. All 3 teams are 8-8. So if Seattle wins against the lowly Los Angeles Rams, and Detroit loses to the Green Bay Packers on Sunday Night Football, Seattle will be in the playoffs, right? However, here's the thing. The biggest caveat is Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. All they have to do is beat Detroit at home in the rain.
Do you think it'll happen?
I don't want it to happen. I really want to see Seattle make the playoffs. I really do. But I think Green Bay. It's Green Bay at home, Sunday Night Football against Detroit. I think Aaron Rodgers does it. And they're playing so good right now. Like, they destroyed your boy Kirk Cousins and the Minnesota Vikings on Sunday, and it just does not look like nobody can stop them right now. Now, when they get the playoffs, it gets to another story, might be a bit different, but I'm very scared of the Green Bay Packers.
I mean, they took a turn this season.
Remember we were talking about how many times we were saying this is Aaron Rodgers' last year, he's done, this team is, gonna go to Jordan Love, they're gonna trade everybody, and then the last 5 weeks, they've just caught lightning in a bottle, and they're playing their best football at the most important time of the year, and if they win, they're in. And they'd be very scary because if Aaron Rodgers is playing well and that defense is playing well, they can travel on the road and they can go to San Francisco, they can go to Dallas, they can go to Philly, they can go to Tampa, and they could beat anybody.
Do you think that if the Packers make it far or even to the Super Bowl, that this will be Aaron Rodgers' last season, or even just regardless that he'll retire anyway?
I think he is going to retire anyway. I think, you compare him to Tom Brady, who retired and unretired. Tom Brady's like a psychotic competitor, right? Almost to a fault. I think Aaron Rodgers, while he's a competitor, I think he could be more at ease with walking away from the game. and he's talked about it before, right? And I think, as I've said before, once you have one foot out the door, you think about retirement, you're pretty much all the way out. So I think this will be Aaron Rodgers' last year. And I think the Packers want to move on to Jordan Love. Now, I could be completely wrong, and they trade Jordan Love and they keep Aaron Rodgers, depending on what happens. But I do think this will be Aaron Rodgers' last season as a Green Bay Packer.
It's interesting because imagine if Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers decide to retire at the same time.
That'd be crazy. Two the defining quarterbacks of this generation step away, but the league is in such good hands, as we know. There's so many great young quarterbacks out there that I think the NFL will be fine.
Yeah, for sure. Well, that's it for today's episode of Homestand NFL. See you guys later.